Hello, welcome to my channel. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's jump right into it. This is in regards to the Cyn Santana controversy that's going on, where she is saying that black men cater to Latina women. Okay, and so black women are upset. They're in an uproar right now because they feel like the way she said it, that she's superior to black women. I don't think she should be the actual target. It is true. It's true. Black men do elevate women who are not black, or women who are fair complexion, women who are foreign. They put in their music, right? Yellow model chick, right? They talk about this. She would look better red. Black men, I don't understand why we're shocked that we feel like our issues are only in these small groups, and the internet is everywhere, sweetie. Okay, Latinas, anybody, white, um, racially ambiguous, they see the conversations that men are having. Oh, we're gonna date out and these women are better than you. Like, they see these conversations being had. So, maybe sin, it was something where, it was subconscious that she feels, but she sees it. She sees that, and she stopped herself. She didn't go too far into it. And she said she had this interview a few years ago, this and this and that. But the issue is that black men, they are not stepping to black women with the same energy they're stepping to white women, racially ambiguous, foreign women, whoever. They're not stepping to them with that same energy. When they step to black women, not all of them, I'm gonna say not all black men, but a lot of black men, they pull up to the scene with everything missing, and they expect us to take them as is, right? As is. But then, they don't have to have gone to school. They might not have had any, business, no nothing to their name. They want black women to just work with them. Men don't come ready made. All men are not perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're the helpmate, because you're supposed to help elevate your man. They don't step to other women like that. They step to them with a different energy. They have something to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? They step to them with something in their hand. They're not coming at Spanish women with the same energy that they're coming to black women. Or if they were coming to black women with this "let me cater to you, Destiny's Child" vibe, we would have a different conversation. But a lot of black men are not stepping to black women with that. They're stepping to black women with a chip on their shoulder. They're stepping to black women with brokenness and all this other stuff and say, "Come fix me." But okay, that was Cyn's interview a few years ago. Fast forward, she's on Love and Hip Hop again, but this time as Joe Budden's bae. And what is she talking about? If that's what cater to you is, then I don't want that either, sis. Okay? This man clearly dismissed her feelings, shut her down. Okay? Completely shut her down. I don't see that as him catering to you. Of course, after the honeymoon phase, and people were making fun of Tahiri, like, "Oh, Tahiri, you lost a good one. He picked a real queen. We like Cyn Santana better." He was the same Joe Budden that was on the show with Tahiri as he's on the show with Cyn now. Well, maybe he's not the cheater Joe Budden on this one, but he was emotionally unavailable, stoic, insensitive then. I don't know why we shook and why we shocked that's who. I mean, of course it could be scripted or whatever, and I put these out here as case studies because sometimes a lot of women, you feel like, "Oh my gosh, I lost because when I invested my time in him, he was horrible, but now he done elevated, he grew up, and another woman is going to profit what I sowed, what I taught, and everything like that." And you're sitting at home crying yourself to sleep, and you feel really, really bad about it, that he moved on, or you left him and look, he's a better man and he marrying somebody else, but he's the same guy. If the dude does not change his mindset and he doesn't elevate, I don't care if he gets more money. He's the same person. So y'all was making fun of Tahiri, whoever was making fun of her or whatever, saying that, "Oh, she lost." Cyn is still getting the same Joe Budden who, he has money now and he's popping and he's rubbing shoulders with Jay-Z and he's rubbing shoulders with big names, but he doesn't have time for his family. And a lot of men are saying, ladies, y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all want a man to provide, and he's working. Y'all still have a problem with that, or whatever the case may be. I think it's a beautiful thing for a man to provide for his family. But even the Bible says, do not forsake your family, right? That's your first ministry, right? You cannot forsake your family, or whatever the case may be. So it's kind of like you have to be able to find that balance to spend time with your woman or your whatever. You know what I mean? So I think that we have to be clear here, okay? The many different nuances in this conversation, right? Black men indeed elevate other races of women, other nationalities, other ethnicities before black women. Y'all could say, well, she is black. Let's talk about pigmentation if y'all want to be serious. Off of dark skin, caramel skin, darker skin complexion women, other nationalities are elevated. Other cultures are elevated before Black American women, Black Caribbean women, white women, Hispanic women are elevated above those type of women, right? Even when we're talking about colorism with light-skinned women, you know what I mean? Light-skinned women are treated a lot better than black women, but Spanish and fair-skinned women closer to white is elevated more in the black spaces. So don't get shocked. Like, a lot of women are hearing these stories. They hear it. Even a lot of women that are not black, the Kardashians, they frequent the black spaces. They hear what men are saying. They're not deaf. They're not blind. They see it and they hear it. So, we shouldn't really be mad at Cyn here. I mean, I think she was ignorant, in what she said. She didn't know any better. Now she knows. I mean, we get fake mad and we like to drag people. She never said black women have attitudes. She never said anything. Y'all took that and ran with it. She never said that. But let's focus on the attitude thing. A lot of black men say they date out and they can't deal with black women because we have attitudes. Now, if you watch Tahiri on Love and Hip Hop, she's Hispanic, Afro-Latina. She was throwing stuff. She was fighting all the time. She was popping off on Joe. She was acting up on Love and Hip Hop, right? Cyn Santana, get her in the right space, she gonna pop off and go crazy too. But when a Spanish woman does it, it's cute. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? It's spicy. When a black woman pops off and, hey, you're not going to disrespect me, don't talk to me any kind of way, y'all say it's ratchet, it's ghetto, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I feel like there's a little hatred that black men have for black women for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't think we should be mad at Cyn. I think what it does is, I think that it opens up the eyes of a lot of black women. Like Chrissy's been saying this. Chrissy has been saying this. Black men do elevate other races of women above black women, right? And a lot of Spanish women are aware that black men cater to them. Black men are obsessed with them. Black men, have this fetish for, women who are fair skinned. A lot of black men do, and they have some. Now, I don't think Cyn has it, but a lot of women who, are foreign, racially ambiguous, they do see it and they know, and some of them do lift up their noses to black women and they do feel superior to black women sometimes. But you know what I mean? So let's not pretend like it's not going on out here in these streets. You know what I mean? Like, let's call a thing, and let's continue the conversation. What do you guys think about this situation? I don't think Cyn should be thrown under the bus. I think she apologized. Let's move on from this. I think the real issue is, black men love to say, oh, it's a preference, it's a preference, it's a preference. I feel like a lot of the preference has to do with colorism. Okay? You can have a preference, that's not a problem, but if you are operating in colorism and you're elevating another race or someone based on the color of their skin, you are a colorist. Period. Period. When a man says, I don't have a type, you know what I'm saying? I just date, women that are bad, women who look good, women who I care about, whatever. And you know what I mean? Like, I could respect that. You know what I mean? You date someone you're attracted to despite their color. But if you only date someone only because the color of their skin, you, sir, I believe you're colorist, especially if the person is of lighter complexion. I think that you should look at that, right? Get to know people based on the content of their character, like what Martin Luther King fought for. You get what I'm saying? Like, get to know people for who they are, not because of how they look and stuff like that. It's crazy because black men love to shame black women for being attracted to a man who's tall or a man who looks a certain way, but they get to have their preference and it be okay and it not be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So tell me how y'all feel in these comments. We're going to keep chatting about this situation. Have a beautiful day. Bye.